This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. So the New York Jets had their first episode of Hard Knocks, and they had a joint practice 24 hours ago, or less than 24 hours ago. Are the Jets championship bound? Are they contenders? Let's analyze. So the Jets, they had a joint practice today, or yesterday rather, with the Carolina Panthers, and since Aaron Rodgers got here, there's like an air of confidence around his team. You know, there's an air of confidence, and you saw Hard Knocks, and it was just like. You're seeing all these guys talk about, man, we've got a quarterback. We've got a guy. We've got one of them. You know, kind of when the Jets went against the Tom Bradys of the world. We've got one of them. The Peyton Mannings of the world. Yes, the Jets indeed have one of them. And it was great. I mean, in watching that first episode of Hard Knocks, look, I already told you for years, I have not watched Hard Knocks. I'm just watching because the Jets are there, and there's a little bit of intrigue when it comes to the Jets and Hard Knocks. It's great that they all love Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, you know, for years you're hearing Aaron Rodgers is a quote unquote bad guy, doesn't show up to, doesn't play during the preseason or whatever it is, and I think that's going to hold true as well. But he just seems to be happier. His teammates love him, and you ask me, he's going to be here for 2 or 3 years as he turns 40 in December. But you know, with this love affair and everything like that, I will say this: Mike Tyson said years ago, everyone. Remember when Mike Tyson said this? Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And say what you will, Aaron Rodgers and anybody of importance, the Garrett Wilsons of the world, the Sauce Gardners of the world, you know, these guys are not going to play in the preseason. There's two more preseason games. Don't expect those guys to play. Do not. And they're going to bubble wrap Aaron Rodgers. So I asked a question, right? Are the Jets contenders with Aaron Rodgers? Well, he was the MVP in the last 3 years, twice. Okay, he's going to be 40, which is he's older, but he's got the Offensive Rookie of the Year in Garrett Wilson, Defensive Rookie of the Year in Sauce Gardner. And there's a lot of promise and surrounding this team. But I think on paper, yeah, they could be contenders. Barring injury and barring that offensive line. Did you see what happened? So there was a joint practice, and supposedly the defensive line of the Panthers got into the Jets on a 2-minute drill. They were all over them, and some of the players were saying they can feel the frustration with Aaron Rodgers. It's almost like a kid disappointing a parent, or you don't want to disappoint your mentor. That's what it seems, and these guys can feel it. They could feel it. But here's the thing. When you look at these practices, I mean, look, I said they're not going to play Aaron Rodgers in the preseason. These practices are joint for a reason. This is where you make your mistakes. I get it. They were stopped 3 and out in the 2-minute drill and whatever it is. But Aaron Rodgers, look, the Jets have a problem, and it's been a problem for a minute. That's the offensive line. They've got to see if they can fix it. They've got 2 other preseason games to do it, and it's going to be very interesting. And he says, he gets the quote of the day. Aaron Rodgers, that is. I feel like the interior has been a bright spot, pretty consistent for us, both the first and second group. We just need a little more consistency on the edge. So, I mean, this was what he was saying in regards to, what has been going on here. With the left, they've got issues with the tackle, right? They're rotating tackles with Billy Turner and Max Mitchell. And it's right now, there's some issues here. They're trying to figure it out. Until they can figure it out on the offensive line and just in general, it's going to be a work in progress. I do say the Jets are contenders, but I don't know how, but it's if certain things fall into play, I will say. But as long as you have Aaron Rodgers, and you've got this young team who, for the most part, they were knocking on the playoff door. They were right there. I think they were 8-3 before it all went downhill. I think the Jets definitely have an air of confidence, optimism surrounding them, and it's going to be very interesting. Am I worried that he was disappointed? No. This is when you have to, this is rehearsal time. This is practice time. Like AI said, practice. We're talking about practice. This is where you have to figure it out. Because come the first week of September, it's on and popping, man. It's go time. So we're going to see what happens. But I'm excited with the energy surrounding the Jets for sure. That is for sure. Now, I wanted to quickly also go to the NBA real quick, as the New York Knicks have made another signing. Josh Hart got his, well, not a signing per se, extension. Josh Hart got the bag. 4-year, $81 million deal. Now, I was a little surprised by this because I thought it would be like 80, 80, possibly between 75 and 80. He got 81. Maybe they looked out for him because they're like, you know what? He did us a favor by opting in so we could get Dante DiVincenzo, so we're looking out. So I have no problem with the deal, but does it signify that a player is out? And Emmanuel Quickly. That's something that crossed my mind, Knicks fans, because you got Josh Hart, 80. What was Josh Hart making? 81 mil. All right, let's take a look. 4 years, 81 mil. Dante DiVincenzo, 4 years, 50 mil. See the 4-year thing? R.J. Barrett. What is R.J. Barrett making? About 107 mil, something like that. I mean, I'm of the belief that this could be the end of Emmanuel Quickly with the Dante DiVincenzos and the Josh Harts of the world. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to see if the Knicks, because you hear this, he wants 100 mil. The Knicks don't have to extend him anytime soon. But I am starting to wonder and starting to worry about whether IQ will be here long term. This could be dress rehearsal when the season starts in a few months. Thibodeau might be trying to see maybe Dante DiVincenzo fits the scheme and the game plan, and maybe they trade Emmanuel Quickly for a first round pick or so. The way everything is going, it's probably going to be 3 second round picks. But hey, we're going to see what happens. But congratulations to Josh Hart on getting his money. Congratulations on Josh Hart getting his money. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, congratulations goes out to Michael Lorenzen, who threw a no-hitter against the Nationals. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Folks, remember, I am on social media, Facebook at SamiAnalyze, and le Twitter at SamiAnalyze, the gram at SamiAnalyze. Please like, subscribe, share, and folks, that notification bell, click on that, please, and that will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, à tout à l'heure.